So, I guess this is a block now. So, hi everyone, I wanted to talk a bit about my newest explorations in DIY. It's actually the first time I build a circuit kind of from scratch. Big props to Lanterman and his YouTube channel Lantertronics for giving the inspiration and basics of this schematic. So I'll have a link in the description, of course, and I recommend to check it out for anyone interested in DIY stuff. It's actually a very interesting, super simple Waveshaper type thing, first used by Buchla in his synthesizers, like the Buchla 258, I think it was. He actually uses a pretty weird use of op-amps, but I suggest just looking the video. It's great. It's actually from Georgia Tech University even, so it's very high standard educational, but it's also pretty easy to follow if you just know basic op-amp electronics. Anyway, I'll be showing you with this super cheap scope what it does exactly, and I hope it will be visible a little. Okay, let's do it. Right, so here we are. Here's the module. It's not yet I did not yet add text or anything to it, but I'll tell you as we go how it works. So first of all, and I hope you will be able to see this on my super cheap Ali scope. Okay, so here you see we have standard saw wave, and this is the saw wave through the effect. So the first thing you'll notice is that it's stopped off at this moment. Maybe if yeah, okay. And then you can see as I move the dead band, I can actually sift or scroll through the wave. So you see right now, I start at the bottom, going up. You also notice that even, first of all, that the output is inverted, but this should not be a real problem. It colors sound because you can see it always has a bit of a round off at the top. I think this is due to my design, and I think this can be improved, although I also think it doesn't really pose a problem. So you hear the sound is some kind of phasey thing, and this knob which I turn, which lets you choose the place of the dead band, so to say. This knob can also be CV controlled with an LFO. You can do that quickly. Now this determines the CV amount input. Yeah, of course it's hard to see from the you see the effect as it passes through the center. To get a really good result with this LFO, you'd need some extra CV control. For me, the effect only gets really interesting when you mix sounds and you input it complexer waveforms. As you can see, it's a pretty simple Waveshaper right now, but I will just randomly input some different VCOs. Now the effect should be even more clear. You see now it's rather subtle. You see where it is right now, right here. I can move it up and down. But it's harder to see on the scope because the waveform is not that symmetrical. You see I'm at the top right now. And I can go through. This is for a pretty small bandwidth. If if I increase it, yeah, you can see clearly now I am topping off top half and now the bottom half. And I think for me personally, although the volume gets lower, can get some pretty static sounds too. Like this. Yeah. So it gives some kind of broken radio. Broken sound. So it's definitely not something to make your oscillator more beautiful or like a classic filter round of the sharp edges. It's rather filtering out the it's rather filtering out the soft stuff in the middle and leaving the edges. But I think it's really something gritty that that can be very cool. Of course, you can also control the band place with audio rate. Okay, to do that now. I'll just patch this closer so I can use a breadboard cable. So now I'm controlling the effect at audio rate. So of course you can hear this second oscillator, which is not in the audio chain, but only in the effect chain here. It's some kind of FM synthesis, of course. Yeah, okay, I think that's the main things. You can if you set some envelopes and you send them into the CV, you can also get very cool percussive sounds. So I was thinking about this project more like some kind of open hardware project. This is actually the first circuit new thing based of a Buchla design, of course, but it's not a clone of something that exists already, as far as I know. So I'm pretty proud about the simple design, because I don't know a lot of electronics also. But I see it more like some kind of open hardware project. It would actually be very nice if other people try to build it, or maybe I'll try to learn. It's kind of on my bucket list to try to learn design PCBs and maybe sell then the PCBs as a DIY kit for you at home. It can all fit through whole PCB behind one space, so it should be a pretty cool and cheap project. let me know if you would be interested in a PCB, or let me know if you have ideas about the design. Everything will be open source. I will share everything in the forum post, which you can check below. So have fun with it. Of course, it would be nice if you would also, if you would use it. Do not use it commercially without telling me, and so on and so on. And tag me when you, when someone makes it, or if you want to make it in a guitar pedal or whatever. Okay. Thanks for watching, and see you around.